All right, so up we have Trap and Plasmo playing Hacha Mecha Fighter. This is a cool game. I was watching a little bit of it.
Yeah, Hacha Mecha Fighter. It's a very, very special video game for sure. It's made by NMK in 1991. And it's a bit of a parody of like the other games that they made at the time. You see like a lot of references to the other games. And then the system itself is very special as well, so it's going to be very fun.
They should be starting here any second. And once they get going, we'll start hitting the timer and we'll see the first duel. I'm excited.
Yeah, this should be very interesting.
So this has infinite loops, right? That's what Plaz was saying, or there's some kind of loops involved here?
Yeah, the game loops infinitely, but it's not like you're going to get like super far into the into the game. I think the world record was like loop 3, somewhere in loop 3, 3, 6. So technically it has infinite.
Okay, here we go. He's starting.
We're not getting super far. Right. Okay, so the first thing you do in this game is go to the right wall and hug it, because doing that gives you a score per frame. So you want to do that as much as possible.
It looks like there's just one ship type.
Yeah, this one. There's a difference between player 1 and 2, but it's not a very big difference.
They're probably... Are they both on player 1 side? Looks like, yeah.
Yeah, both player 1, yeah. Yeah, it's me, by the way, James. Yeah, guys. Hi.
Yes, Jamers is joining me on the mic. There's a little on the schedule, you'll see the commentary. Who's on the mic?
Yeah, I don't think I've never seen anyone really play use player 2 in this game. Don't think there's very much difference between them.
How difficult is this game overall, would you say? Is it a harder shmup, or is it not too bad, all things
Oh,
considered?
it's a toughie. It's a toughie for sure. Like if you're just trying to beat it, then it's going to be like, pretty difficult. Like you need to know exactly what you're doing at all times in order to get through it. Especially like stage 6, you need like 7 bombs at minimum to get through it. That's with planning. You don't get a whole lot of lives in this game. You only get 1 extra life. So you really need to plan your stuff. But you can get it somewhat consistently if you like plan your route very well. Because you get a lot of bombs in the game. And you just want to like bomb everything. That's just a tiny bit hard.
Oh, yes, and I should
be
also explain the format a little bit to people who might not be familiar or saw the preview video. So the way it works is the absolute win condition of the competition is the furthest progression in the game. So the person who gets the furthest wins. However, if they both clear or they both happen to miraculously die in the same spot, the second win condition is the player who dies the least. And you'll see there on the miss indicator every time a player dies. It'll look like Trap just died there. I'll go ahead and write down their miss, as you'll see me do.
I think he saw it, didn't he? Right. Yeah, progression is definitely going to be the thing in this game. especially because of like the infinite loops. Not. The first two stages are fairly simple. You don't need to bomb that much. You can bomb in a few spots for like safety, but it should mostly be fine.
Another thing I should mention is that there is a timer you see up in the top here, the timer. So the way it works is it's a reset timer. So they have 20 minutes. It's a pretty good amount of time because this is a more experimental event, let's say. So they have 20 minutes to restart as many times as they want. And then once the reset timer passes 20, they're locked into whatever run they're playing. So for instance, in the game we're going to be playing later on, Dodonpachi, that ends up being pretty interesting because that kind of lines up to the amount of time in the first loop. So I think it'll be interesting to see how the players use their resets throughout the day.
Yeah, this game is very hard, so just beating one loop of this is going to be pretty challenging. See if one of them can make it. The trap restarted a couple of times.
Yeah, and I'll keep my eye on the chat. If the chat notices a bomb or a life, and I don't have it on the overlay, just let me know. Yeah, Plaza's locked in. He hasn't. I don't think he's run into any issues so far.
No, it's not, hasn't.
Oh, that looks like a pretty nasty little pattern there.
Yeah, stage 3 is where it starts getting pretty silly. First signs of it getting pretty silly. You need this like popular. You need the popular plant the bombs here because you can't get through them otherwise.
I'm looking on the heads-up display. I'm looking for the bomb indicator. Is it those little red lines in the bottom right?
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Is,
Okay, so those are the extends. Then the little green ones are the bombs. Is that right?
Bottom left is bombs, and top left is lives.
Oh, what's the little little red lines on the right?
That's the bombs for player. That's the bombs for player 2, but they don't do anything.
That's funny. So even if player 2 isn't active, they're still on screen.
Yeah, it's just silly. But yeah, he's already used a couple of plant bombs here. You really need them.
Do you know how many bombs he used? Did you?
I think 3 or 4 already. This game, you use a lot of bombs in this game.
Yes,
basically.
We'll give him 3.
Yeah, this section is also plant bomb. So all these enemies you can't really dodge without a bomb.
Yeah, I was thinking this morning, oh, you know what I'll do is on the runs that I don't have to commentate, I'll sit and practice some Dodonpachi on like my Switch or laptop. Then I realized, oh wait, someone's got to run the HUD this whole time. So yeah, unfortunately my secret plan of practicing throughout the day isn't going to work out.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep track of both players at the same time.
Yeah, no kidding. I have a little bit of an advantage though because I can see them on the overlay preview. Gotta love the graphics of this game. Looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah, I could see it being appealing to like Plasmo's sensibility for. He seems to like cute 'em ups in those types of games. Trap as well. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, this game looks cute, but it's like anything but. It's a very silly game. cute mobs tend to be like that, like super difficult while looking very very innocent. Trap is on stage 3. Plasmo still going good.
We're about halfway through the reset timer. Oh, Trap used the bomb there. How do the extends work in this game?
And you only get one extend. That's it.
Is it a score extend?
It's a score extend, yeah. You can get it in like stage 1 if you play a tiny bit for score. Okay, that's not true. There's another extend in this game, not a score extend, and that's one is at 77 million.
And is that sounds like really high? Is that possible
like
to get?
That's like loop 3. That's like loop 3 score. So you're not really going to get it ever.
Kind of reminds me of Neo Geo Metal Slug games where you basically just don't get extends.
Yeah, only one extend in this one. You're basically only going to get the second extend if you're aiming for the counter stop in this game, which is 99 million. That's somewhere around a 3 loop clear. That's like very, very difficult.
Trap's putting the overlay to work. 3 bombs.
And both have pretty good stock of bombs right now.
Yeah.
Plasmo at the stage 4 boss. This boss, if you attack the tank itself, you only do half damage. So you want to hit the actual boss here. Also, when you're using bombs, you have to make sure you are hitting the boss instead of the tank. But he has a pretty good no bomb strategy here.
Oh. Trap's looking good so far. Plaz, I think he just used 2 bombs there. Still no deaths on either side.
Nope. Okay, nice. Plasmo stage 5 should be good on resources. This stage 5 is where it gets pretty difficult. You really need to know how to manage these all these enemies, because they can very easily snipe you. Actually, I haven't really talked about how bombs work in this game.
Yeah, go ahead and...
The way you get bombs is if you collect 8 of those flower items. And some enemies drop a flower, but most of them come from the midpoint. Like the tea time, break time messages. You drop like a bunch of flowers. And how many you get actually is determined by current rank. So if it's at max rank, you get 8 of them. And if it's at the minimum rank, you only get like 2 of them. So you want to be at high rank, get the most bombs. But luckily, most of the time you're going to be at max rank in this game. The rank maxes out in like stage 2 already, so... And dying doesn't really drop it that much.
Oh.
Bombing doesn't do anything, I think.
So the game locks you in pretty early then. I guess that... So it's kind of almost like there isn't really a rank to deal with.
I can't really do anything about the rank. Just gotta deal with it.
So another question we have to ask is, what is up with Plaz? He's like just hanging out, walking through the stage.
Yeah, if you walk on the ground, you get a couple of extra points. Same
Oh,
as when you.
Is he showing off some scoring strats? Is that what he's up to?
He's doing pretty really well scoring, yeah, scoring wise.
Oh, traps on the
If you
Sonic the
if you
Hedgehog
really want to,
rolling boss thing. Tank.
yeah, if you really want to score in this game, you hug the right side of the screen as much as possible at all times.
Why is that? What does that do?
Yeah, if you hug the right side of the wall, you get score per frame
Oh, like kind of like
for some
a
reason.
max type thing where it just passively increases your score.
Now you just get set amount of points per frame by hugging the right wall.
That is so bizarre. Kind of cool idea though.
Yeah, in theory it's a cool idea, but execution is a bit off in this game, I'd say.
Degenerate.
Because you can milk during bosses, right? You can hook the right side during bosses.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of
But
those.
bosses have a 5-minute timeout.
Oh boy.
And it's fairly easy to milk them, so it becomes like pretty boring, I'd say.
So this would be a good format for this game then, because there's no reason to sit and do that, and it kind of goes against you because you don't want to reset. You don't want to waste your reset timer sitting and milking the max. Or
Yeah, this is
milking the wall.
definitely better than doing that.
Yeah. Gotta love the backgrounds of this game. They're so cool. They're simple, but they have a real nice saturated look to them.
Yeah. Plasmo is now on stage 6. Stage 6 is absolute nonsense. Absolute, like, complete bullshit. You need a ton of bombs to get through the stage, because it's basically impossible half the time.
Refresh Plaz a little bit.
Trap is on the water stage. But yeah, in order to do stage 6 safely, you need at least like 7 bombs. Hey, okay. Plasma went for a trick here. If you bomb and push that big enemy off screen, then it takes a while for the mid-boss to start loading in. So you can just sit there for a while and milk some points by hugging the right side. I know, chap just died, that's pretty bad. Yeah, lives is pretty easy to keep track of, at least, because you only get 3 and you see them at the top left. But yeah, bombs, it's a lot. It's a lot of bombs. Always, constantly, all the time. Hmm. Yeah, it loops infinitely, yeah. But it's a very difficult game, so
Oh yeah.
one loop is already like super crazy hard.
Yeah. Sorry, Chad. Every time I accidentally mute myself, it's because whenever I hit my HUD indicator, sometimes I'll hit the mute key. So I have to keep an eye on that. Muted myself for a minute there.
Trap can still clear at least this the first loop, but still with 2 lives left. So I keep getting Twitch ads.
Oh, that's brutal. I
That's
don't know
annoying.
why. I'm glad I'm not getting them. Because
Yeah,
that would mean the
it's a bit of
stream
a
gets
problem.
them. That would suck.
Trap is on the stage 5 boss. This boss is really difficult, actually. You basically need a couple of planned bombs to do it safely. You need to hit like the middle guy in order to like beat the boss. Or the middle of the 3 dudes on the ship. Very, very fast bullets.
So many bombs. They're just messing with me at this point. Okay, I may just give up on counting the bombs in this game at this point.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, because it's
Okay,
getting a
Plasmo
little
is
bit
in a bit of
ridiculous.
a tough spot here. Okay, he has no bombs for this second half of the stage 6, and that's really bad. He has one bomb.
Oh, yeah.
This the second half is really, really stupid. You need at least like 4 bombs or something.
And
See
they
how
are
we do.
30 seconds away from being locked out of a reset. That would be kind of... Okay, Trap taking a hit there.
Yeah, Trap now has a lot less bombs, which is a bit of a problem when you're at the start of this start of stage 6.
Ooh, Plas taking a death there. Cool looking castle stage, or whatever that's supposed to be. Oh, is he in the Soviet Union? Is that what's going on? Kind of looks like it. Except there's a roller coaster. Okay, the theming is getting confusing now. Okay. Oh, and the timer has passed its prime. So Trap taking another death.
Oh,
Oh, he was just out of the reset, too. Just barely out of the reset.
barely.
Barely out of the reset.
Maybe he can still continue.
No, he was like 30 seconds outside it.
Okay, that's too bad.
Yeah. Oh, he could continue playing. He could continue out the loop if he wanted, but as far as like resetting into the competition. Anyway, great playing. Where did he end up in all the stages? I get lost. What stage he ended up in before the end there? Stage 6?
Stage 6 of 8.
Wow.
And stage 6 is the really crazy one, so it's not really too surprising.
And this is made
Stage
by...
6 is just complete nonsense.
I'm just looking at the company here, NMK. They're the ones who make that Vietnam game that we played in one of the Shmup tournaments. That was insane. I can't remember. I'm sure you remember, Jamers. What was that Vietnam game where it was kind of a shmup, but it's also sort of a little bit of a run and gun type thing?
I can't really remember right now, but Anime Key made a lot of really silly games.
Yes, yes. That's what I was getting at. It was that I played that game, I was like, oh my gosh. What is going on with this? Plaz is just showing off. Or maybe he's waiting out the boss. Is that what he's up to?
Let's see. You can stall for like a tiny bit if you need. Let's see where he is.
So he's
Right,
still...
this stage is also really crazy. Stage 7. It's probably as hard as stage 6, but it's a lot more fair. So you can actually do it like with like minimum amount of resources if you're like good enough.
And he's still miles away from getting that score extend you mentioned earlier, right?
You mean the second one?
Yes, the second one.
Yeah, that second one is 77 million, so
Yeah, he's got...
you can see that's nowhere they're
Yeah.
ever going to get in the first 2 loops. Okay, yeah, he had a dead there. And that's pretty bad because they also like power you down. So you lose like one option and also lose a power level. They should be fine, I think, for this boss.
Yeah, what's going on the stream here is he's like just hanging out on this Ferris wheel boss, just letting it rock on the side of the screen. It doesn't look like it's increasing his score anymore, though, when he hugs the screen for some reason.
For me, he just started the stage 8, so I think you're in the future or I'm in the past. I'm not sure.
I think I just refreshed him.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see. Maybe we're in the past. Did he get through the Ferris wheel boss?
No, he isn't even there yet.
Okay, so I'm in the future. Oh, wait a minute here. I accidentally loaded into a video.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, we're back.
Well, that would explain it.
Yes, there he is. There he is.
There's the Ferris wheel, yeah.
There he is. Okay.
So it looks like he's not going to use the save spot. There's actually a save spot behind this boss if you like bomb. You can just kind of like sit there and time it out. It's good for score, it's good for survival, but I guess he doesn't feel like it. Because you have to sit there for like 5 minutes. That's kind of boring. Gotta shoot on all these little rabbits individually. And that's the end. That's 1-all.
Nice. So now he's got to loop it back around?
Now it's the second loop, yeah.
Yeah, fun
I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to try the second loop. Like the end bonus is pretty silly in this game. It's the last 6 digits of your score, unlike the end game bonus, plus 1 million. So you gotta do a bit of math to see what the best time it is to stop milking the boss to get the best end game bonus.
Yep, Plaz saying he's not playing the second loop. Well, congrats to Plaz for showing us how it's done. Also, great playing to Trap. That game looks insane.
Yeah, this game is really scary.
Alrighty. I'm going to have them jump on the mic here.
Yeah, I really love the second loop in this game. Basically, the only change they made is give every enemy and boss 4 times as much health. That's it. Things become near unkillable near the end. Just have to time out everything.
So we're just waiting for them to hop on the mic, and then let's see what's up next. Well, actually, the overlay will tell us what's next. Up next is Crimson Clover World Explosion, a 3-way battle.
Nice, nice.
Hey, Plaz.
No?
How's it going, dudes?
Ah, going good.
Yeah, nice ones. Waste ones.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Great playing. That game looks. I was talking a little bit earlier. I remember in the very first Shmup tournament. I can't remember the name of it. The snow crash one. I'm trying to remember the name of the tournament.
Callus?
Callus Cup. Yeah, the very first Callus Cup. There was another NMK game in that was like a Vietnam game. And I was saying this game.
Is that Wangan Senso or Desert War?
I can't remember which one it was, but I was saying that I think this company has a real habit of making like really crazy hard jank games. Just by watching what you guys are doing.
I'll agree with crazy hard.
Yeah.
I don't know about jank.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely difficult
that
games,
Vietnam
but
game was
no,
jank anyway.
Do you mean Nam 1975?
Yes, that's it.
That
Nom
game.
1975.
That's not an MK. That's an
not
SNK
NMK.
game.
Okay, well,
SNK, yeah.
okay.
It's
I'm
one
stupid
letter
then.
different.
I'm stupid then.
One letter different.
But maybe you remember P47 Aces. We had that during Shmup
Yes,
Slam.
yes.
So, Hacha Mecha Fighter is
King of
more or less
Kings.
a parody, I would say, of P47 Aces. Very similar in design and gameplay. Both are pretty hard.
Oh, it's kind of
Both are
like
pretty
they're
good.
parodious. It's like they're parodious to their
A little
P47.
bit like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like half a mashup of P47 and USA of Mustang. There's a lot of stuff from those games in this game, but redrawn all cute.
So what'd you guys think of the run? It was
It's alright.
It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, the game kind of has a little bit of input lag, so I think I tried to bomb a couple times and it just couldn't come out in time.
Oh,
But
damn.
that's just my fault for trying to wait too long to hit the button. In this game, everything's so fast and scary. You really just want to mash on that button, really.
Yeah, I know in MAME the game has like 4 frames of input lag.
Oh,
I guess
damn.
PCB is still pretty bad.
I guess
Yeah, I think the
Shmup
PCB
Arch
has 3 frames.
Shmup
3
Arch it,
frames.
you get that lag down.
Well, the thing is,
not
this game-
legit.
The game doesn't run properly in Shmup.org.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think with this game, input lag isn't too bad because you want to route the game with a solid bomb distribution anyway. So usually what you do is you do not bomb on reflex. You can do, but it's very unreliable and you try to avoid it. So as long as you have a good route, the input lag isn't too bad, I would say. You can route around it. But in MAME, it's really bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, agreed.
It's kind of sounding a little
Yeah.
bit like a Psycho game in that regard then.
It's very much
pretty
like
much.
a resource,
Yeah,
resource
a little bit
management
like
game.
Yeah,
But yeah,
resource
overall,
management
pretty
game is the right way to
fun.
put this game.
And Jamers was mentioning that you basically get no extends. You get that one really early on, and then apparently one in loop 3 or something like that.
Yeah, you get the what is it, 500K, like something silly low that you're gonna get in stage 1, and then the
I
other
think it's a
one is,
million.
oh yeah, maybe it is a million, but yeah, the other one is at 77,777,777. So it's quite a ways later.
And I remember when I was watching you guys play, at first I was being a good little streamer, and I was counting all your bombs, and then about at the end there, you all just start bombing like crazy. I'm like, okay, I can't keep track of this anymore. So I was like, hopefully you guys don't end up tying, but since it's a game that you're mentioning it loops endlessly, I was like, well, the likelihood of them tying is probably real low, and if all else fails, we can go back to the tape.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, yeah, stage 6 is where it's just unreasonable. There's just so many bombs you have to use in that stage.
Yeah, stage 6, I would say, is a little bit of a turning point. Before that, you can still try to dodge everything and basically save all your bombs, and what you save it for is stage 6. And stage 7, that's actually the dodging stage. You have to dodge some stuff there and get ready for the loop, maybe depending on your goals.
Well,
you only
awesome.
get like 1 extra life per game, but you get like a shit ton of bombs you have to use constantly.
Yeah, it definitely rains those bomb items all over you. Especially the stage 8 is like a victory lap almost, where it's just like, here's all these bombs. You want them for the loop, probably. So take them.
Yeah, the cool thing about stage 8 is really that it feels like you get all your resources back. So no matter how many lives you have, at the end you have at least all the bombs back, and so you're ready for the loop. So it's a little bit like a reset point, so to say. I like that.
And not like you're getting through the second loop, but you know.
Yeah, I will definitely try to get further into the loop. I want to get it to all eventually. Looks like fun to me. The silly thing about the loop is that all the enemies get 4 times the HP. So it's quite an unreasonable design choice, I would say.
It's like one of the silliest things I've like ever seen in my life. It's so amazing. There's nothing ever dies. It's so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you thought the lemurs in 1.6 were incredibly tanky. You got to see him on the second loop.
Yeah. The boss in 2.4 you can hardly kill at all. I think you have to time him out. It's just not possible otherwise, and it just takes forever. 4 or 5 minutes. It's insane.
How far have both of you gotten in the second loop?
No, I still haven't won all yet. That's my goal with this game. I'm probably gonna try to go for after this event, because playing it again made me, really feel in the mood to close this game out and get it all the way done.
Yeah, same for me. I started playing it again. I was playing it earlier in, I think, 2014, something around that. And now for the event, I was revisiting the game, and so I will definitely go for the 2-all. Let's see how this one goes.
Nice. Well, I was saying while you were playing Plasmo, I figured out where your Twitter profile picture comes from. It's from the fish-looking bullets.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Yeah, the mumbos.
Alrighty, so up next we got what do we call that? A triple duel? Maybe that's the term for it. Crimson Clover World Explosion with Macho Manmo, Lineeber, and Muffin. And they'll be playing the new arcade, right? Arrange Original is the name of the thing. So yeah, I'll take you all to the load screen. Thanks so much for hopping on the post-game interview, Plasmo Trap.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me too. It was a good time.
Yeah, and thanks for staying up super late for you guys.
It's not super late for me. It's only 1 a.m. It's kind of normal for Saturday.
All good.
Yeah, that's it. That's just normal Saturday time for me too. The night's just begun.
Indeed.
Alrighty.